The reproductive system or genital system is a system of sex organs within an organism which work together for the purpose of sexual reproduction. Many non-living substances such as fluids, hormones and pheromones are also important accessories to the reproductive system. Unlike most organ systems, the sexes of differentiated species often have significant differences. These differences allow for a combination of genetic material between two individuals, which allows for the possibility of greater genetic fitness of the offspring. In human reproduction, two kinds of sex cells or gametes are involved: sperm, the male gamete, and a secondary oocyte along with first polar body and corona radiata. The female gamete must meet in the female reproductive system to create a new individual. For reproduction to occur, both the female and male reproductive systems are essential. It is a common misnomer to refer to a woman's gametic cell as an egg or ovum, but this is impossible. A secondary oocyte must be fertilized by the male gamete before it becomes an ovum or egg. While both the female and male reproductive systems are involved with producing, nourishing and transporting either the oocyte or sperm, they are different in shape and structure. The male has reproductive organs or genitals that are both inside and outside the pelvis, while the female has reproductive organs entirely within the pelvis. The male reproductive system consists of testes and a series of ducts and glands. Sperms are produced in the testes and are transported through the reproductive ducts. Male reproductive organs could be divided into following main categories: testes, scrotum, seminiferous tubules, leading cells, Sertoli cells; epididymis, seminal vesicle, different ducts, efferent ductules, vas deferens, ejaculatory duct and urethra; prostate, penis, pubic hair. The reproductive glands produce secretions that become part of semen, the fluid that is ejaculated from the urethra. These glands include the seminal vesicles, prostate gland and bulbourethral glands. The testes, singular testes, are located in the scrotum, a sac of skin between the upper thighs outside of the body of a male. In the male fetus, the testes develop near the kidneys, then descend into the scrotum just before birth. Each testis is about 1.5 inches long by 1 inch wide. Testosterone is produced in the testes, which stimulates the production of sperm as well as gives secondary sex characteristics beginning at puberty. Testes produce sperm and male sex hormones. Scrotum. Scrotum is a pouch of skin and muscles. The two testicles are each held in a fleshy sac called the scrotum. The major function of the scrotal sac is to keep the testes cooler than 37 degrees. The external appearance of the scrotum varies at the different times in the same individual, depending upon temperature and the subsequent contraction or relaxation of two muscles. These two muscles contract involuntarily when it is cold to move the testes closer to the heat of the body in the pelvic region. This causes the scrotum to appear tightly wrinkled. Seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are a long coil structure contained in the chambers of the testes, joints with vas deferens. Each testis contains over 100 yards of tightly pegged seminiferous tubules. Around 90% of the weight of each testis consists of seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubules are the functional units of testis where spermatogenesis takes place. Once the sperm are produced, they move from the seminiferous tubules into the rete testis for further maturation. The process of meiosis takes place here, which results in creation of gametes, sperm. In between the seminiferous tubules within the testis are interstitial cells or cells of Leydig. They are responsible for secreting the male sex hormones. The interstitial cells probably have their origin in the mesophores and develop outside the testicular cord in the testis. Leydig cells are named after the German entomologist Franz Leydig, who discovered them in 1850. Adult type Leydig cells differentiate in the postnatal testis and are quiescent until puberty. They are preceded in the testis by a population of fetal type Leydig cells from the 8th to 20th week of gestation, which produce enough testosterone for masculization of male fetus. The maximum is attained in the curves of the second trimester, which the final differentiation in the direction of the male phenotype takes place. Leydig cells release a class of hormones called androgens, 19-carbon steroids. They secrete testosterone, androstenedione, and dihydroepiandrosterone (DHEA). The secretion of androgens is stimulated by the pituitary hormone, luteinizing hormone (LH). LH increases cholesterol desmolase activity, an enzyme associated with the conversion of cholesterol to pregnenolone, leading to testosterone synthesis and secretion by Leydig cells. Prolactin increases the response of Leydig cells to LH by increasing the number of LH receptors expressed on Leydig cells. A Sertoli cell, a kind of sustanecular cell, is a nurse cell of the testis which is part of a seminiferous tubule. Junctions of the Sertoli cells form the blood-testis barrier, a structure that partitions the interstitial blood compartment of the testis from the abdominal compartment of the seminiferous tubules. Sertoli cells are activated by follicle stimulating hormone and has FSH receptor on its membranes. Its main function is to nurture the developing sperm cells through the stages of spermatogenesis. Because of this, it has also been called the mother cell. It provides both secretory and structural support. Other functions during the maturation phase of spermatogenesis, the Sertoli cells consume the unneeded portions of the spermatozoa. Branch of the abdominal aorta supplies oxygenated blood into the testes. It is a paired artery. Each passes obliquely downward and laterally behind the peritoneum. The testes receive blood through the testicular arteries, gonadal arteries. Venous blood is drained by the testicular veins. The right testicular vein drains directly into the inferior vena cava. The left testicular vein drains into the left renal vein, supplies blood to the testis. The two muscles that regulate the temperature of the testes are the dortus and cremaster muscles. The dortus muscle is a layer of smooth muscle fibers in the subcutaneous tissue of the scrotum surrounding the scrotum. This muscle is responsible for wrinkling up the scrotum in conditions of cold weather in order to maintain the correct temperature for spermatogenesis. Cremaster muscle. The cremaster muscle is a thin strand of skeletal muscle associated with the testes and spermatic cord. This muscle is a continuation of the internal oblique muscle of the abdominal wall from which it is derived. The function of these muscles is to raise and lower scrotum to help regulate temperature and promote spermatogenesis. Epididymis is a tightly coiled duct lying just outside each testis, connecting efferent ductus to vas deferens. The epididymis is a tube that is about 2 inches that is coiled on each posterior surface of each testis. Within the epididymis, the sperm complete their maturation and their flagella become functional. This is also a site to store sperm, nourishing them until the next ejaculation. A smooth muscle in the wall of the epididymis propels the sperm into the ductus deferens. Vasa efferentia from the rete testis open into the epididymis, which is a highly coiled tubule. The epididymis has 3 parts. First, head or caput epididymis. It is the proximal part of the epididymis. It carries the sperms from the testis. Second, body or corpus epididymis. It is the highly convoluted middle part of the epididymis. Third, tail or cauda epididymis. It is the last part that takes part in carrying the sperms to the vas deferens. The cauda epididymis continues to form less convoluted vas deferens. The key functions of epididymis include storage and maturation of sperms. Seminal vesicles are convoluted structure attached to vas deferens near the base of the urinary bladder. The pair of seminal vesicles are posterior to the urinary bladder. They secrete fructose to provide an energy source for sperm and alkalinity to enhance sperm mobility. The duct of each seminal vesicle joins the ductus deferens on that side to form the ejaculatory duct. About 65 to 75% of the seminal fluid in human originates from the seminal vesicles. It contains proteins, enzymes, fructose, mucus, vitamin C, flavins, phosphorylcholine and prostaglandins. High fructose concentrations provide nutrient energy for the spermatozoa as they travel through the female reproductive system. The sperm are transported out of the testis and into the epididymis through a series of efferent ductules. Muscular tubes connecting the left and right epididymis to the ejaculatory ducts to move sperm. Each tube is about 30 cm long. The vas deferens, also called sperm duct or spermatic deferens, extends from the epididymis in the scrotum on its own side into the abdominal cavity through the inguinal canal. The inguinal canal is an opening in the abdominal wall for the spermatic cord, a connective tissue sheet that contains the ductus deferens, testicular blood vessels and nerves. The smooth muscle layer of the ductus deferens contracts in waves of peristalsis during ejaculation. During ejaculation, the smooth muscle in the vas deferens wall contracts, propelling sperm forward. Sperm are transferred from the vas deferens into the urethra, collecting fluids from accessory sex glands en route. There are two ejaculatory ducts. Each receives sperm from the ductus deferens and the secretions of the seminal vesicle on its own side. Both ejaculatory ducts empty into the single urethra. Begins at the vas deferens, passes through the prostate and empties into the urethra at the colicus seminalis. The causes reflex for ejaculation. During ejaculation, semen passes through the ducts and exits the body via the penis. Urethra is a tubular structure which is the last part of urinary tract, traverses the corpus spongiosum and its opening, known as the meatus, lies on the tip of the glans penis. Urethra connects bladder to outside the body. In adult male, it is about 8 inches long. It is both a passage for urine and for ejaculation of semen. Prostate gland surrounds the urethra just below the urinary bladder and can be felt during a rectal exam. The prostate gland is a muscular gland that surrounds the first inch of the urethra as it emerges from the bladder. The smooth muscle of the prostate gland contracts during ejaculation to contribute to the expulsion of semen from the urethra. Prostate gland stores and secretes a clear, slightly alkaline fluid constituting up to 1/3 of the volume of semen that raise vaginal pH. The bulbourethral glands, also called Cowper's gland, are located below the prostate gland and empty into the urethra. The alkalinity of seminal fluid helps neutralize the acidic vaginal pH and permits sperm mobility in what might otherwise be an unfavorable environment. The main function of bulbourethral glands includes secretion of gelatinous seminal fluid called pre-ejaculate. This fluid helps to lubricate the urethra for spermatozoa to pass through and to help flush out any residual urine or foreign matter less than 1% of semen. The penis is the male organ used in sexual intercourse. It has 3 parts: the root, which attaches to the wall of the abdomen, the body or shaft, and the glans, which is the cone shaped part of the end of the penis. The glans, also called the head of the penis, is covered with a loose layer of skin called the prepuce or foreskin. This skin is sometimes removed in a procedure called circumcision. The opening of the urethra, the tube that transports semen and urine, is at the tip of the penis. The glans of the penis also contains a number of sensitive nerve endings. Within the penis are masses of erectile tissue. Each consists of a framework of smooth muscle and connective tissue that contains blood sinuses, which are large, irregular vascular channels. The penis contains 3 columns of erectile tissue, 2 corpora cavernosa and 1 corpus spongiosum. Urethra passes through penis. Besides functioning as a reproductive organ, penis also help in urination to the males. Usually white but can be yellow, grey or pink blood stain. After ejaculation, semen first goes through a clotting process and then become more liquid. The semen is composed of sperm and seminal plasma. Seminal plasma is produced by contributions from the seminal vesicle, prostate and bulbourethral glands. The components of semen come from two sources, sperm and seminal plasma. Seminal plasma in turn is produced by contributions from the seminal vesicle, prostate and bulbourethral glands. Seminal plasma of human contains a complex range of organic and inorganic constituents. The seminal plasma provides a nutritive and protective medium for the spermatozoa during their journey through the female reproductive tract. The normal environment of the vagina is a hostile one for sperm cells, as it is very acidic from the native microflora producing lactic acid, viscous and patrolled by immune systems. The components in the seminal plasma attempt to compensate for this hostile environment. Basic amines such as putrescine, spermine, spermidine and cadaverine are responsible for the smell and flavor of semen. These alkaline bases counteract the acidic environment of the vaginal canal and protect DNA inside the sperm from acidic denaturation. Pubic hair often appears on a boy shortly after the genitalia begin to grow. As in girls, the first appearance of pubic hair is termed pubarche, and the pubic hairs are usually first visible at the dorsal abdominal base of the penis. The first few hairs are described as stage 2. Stage 3 is usually reached within another 6 to 12 months, when the hairs are too numerous to count. By stage 4, the pubic hair densely fill the pubic triangle. Stage 5 refers to spread of pubic hair to the inner thighs and upward towards the umbilicus as part of the developing abdominal hair. The male reproductive system consists of a number of sex organs that play a role in the process of human reproduction. These organs are located on the outside of the body and within the pelvis. The male reproductive system includes the scrotum, testes, spermatic ducts, accessory glands, pubic hair and penis. The epididymis acts as a maturation and storage for sperm before they pass into the vas deferens that carry sperm to the ampullary gland and prostatic ducts. 3 accessory glands provide fluids that lubricate the duct system and nourish the sperm cells. They are the seminal vesicles, the prostate gland and the bulbourethral glands, Cowper's gland. All the reproductive organs work together to produce sperm, the male gamete and the other components of semen. These organs also work together to deliver semen out of the body and into the vagina, where it fertilizes egg cells to produce offspring.